Mayor Hodges is leading on the greatest challenge of our time, to build an equitable city through transformational efforts to tackle and eliminate the disparities between white people and people of color. To that end, Mayor Hodges proposed Minneapolis Earn Sick and Safe Time Ordinance in April 2015, and signed it into law in May 2016. The ordinance, the first of its kind in Minnesota, will protect more than 40% of Minneapolis workers, the large majority of whom are people of color, from having to choose between getting well and getting paid, and will improve public health for everyone. Founded a groundbreaking cradle-to-cave cabinet to prevent racial disparities from ever arising in our smallest children, work that no other city is doing. It has already leveraged $4.3 million in public and private funds to provide housing for families needing shelter, and to implement the Talking is Teaching literacy program that is designed to close the word gap between children from low-income families and children from middle and upper-income families. Has been a national leader in the My Brother's Keeper initiative, to support, engage, and lift up young men and boys of color as one of our community's greatest assets. Has vocally defended Minneapolis trans, LGBT, Muslim, and immigrant communities against attack. Has begun transforming police community relations by keeping her promise to put body cameras on every police officer. Getting all police officers trained in implicit bias, procedural justice, and crisis intervention. Making it easier to file and track complaints against officers. Creating new classes of community service officers, which are more than half people of color. And investing significantly in community policing, one of the pillars of building relationships and trust with community. This body of work amounts to changing the DNA of Minneapolis city government, fundamentally reorienting it toward achieving racial equity in our city. This includes work such as funding implicit bias training for all city employees, establishing the Office of Equity and Inclusion, implementing the Promise Zone for North Minneapolis, and guiding the work of the Bloomberg-funded innovation team to support renters and small businesses in communities.
To get through Councilmember Warsame and Councilmember Kano, who are here. They're going to have to get through the leadership of the city and the state if they even want to try and get to you, which they should not do, they will not do, and they will not be successful. You are too important to this city, you are too important to me to let any of that stand. So just know that as we celebrate Somali people and Somali culture tonight, just know that your city is with you, your city stands with you, and we are grateful to you for investing your lives and your time in the city of Minneapolis. So there is a lot of work we do together. There's a lot of great stuff happening in the community. I could talk about what the city's doing, and we'll have a chance for that. I want the message tonight to be this: you're great, and we love you. Have a great night.